Researchers used laser technology to scan a hill next to an ancient Mayan city and were shocked to find the hill was actually the ruins of structures from a different civilization. Here are the details. Gizmodo reports that archaeologists working in Guatemala's ancient Mayan city of Tikal have stumbled on a very surprising discovery. After using laser-based sensing technology called Lidar, the team found that the hills next to Tikal are actually not hills at all, but the ruins of foreign buildings that look very different from those of Tikal. After studying the hidden neighborhood, researchers found that the architecture of its buildings is alien to that of Tikal and looks exactly like the architecture of Teotihuacan, an ancient city near modern-day Mexico City. Situated 1,200 kilometers from Tikal, Teotihuacan was the most powerful city in the ancient Americas, the capital of a culture that was very different from the Mayans and also dominated the Mayans. The fact that an entire neighborhood of Teotihuacan existed right next to the center of Tikal suggests to the researchers that the area was created to remind the Mayans of the imperial power of mighty Teotihuacan. The two cultures lived in relative peace for centuries until Teotihuacan conquered Tikal in 378 CE. This is not the first time that Tikal surprised the heck out of archaeologists. The ancient Mayan city of Tikal has long fascinated scientists with its clues to how the ancient Maya people lived and constructed their cities. In 2020, a team of researchers found evidence that the Mayans had managed to build a sophisticated water purification system in Tikal over 2,000 years ago. The team published their findings in the journal Scientific Reports. According to lead researcher Kenneth Tankersley of the University of Cincinnati, the purification system was so advanced it would still be effective today. The system used a limestone wall with holes in it, as well as layers of woven plant fibers to hold back the core filtration system, which is a wall of sand filled with quartz and zeolite particles. This sandy mixture of quartz and zeolite acts as a very effective molecular sieve, which would trap the harmful heavy metals, microbes, and toxins while letting the water seep through. According to the researchers, this type of water purification system would have been very important when building a city in the jungle, where rivers often produce harmful and deadly bacteria. Mexican archaeologists have excavated more sections of the Aztec Tower of Skulls in the heart of Mexico City and found an additional 119 skulls. Here's what we know about this enormous rack of human skulls, which struck fear into Spanish conquistadors when they captured the city. The Mexica, rulers of the Aztec Empire, performed human sacrifice as an offering to the gods. They believed doing so would ensure the continued existence of the universe. The rituals may also have helped control subjugated populations. The Mexica settled in the basin of Mexico and built their capital, Tenochtitlan, on an island in Lake Texcoco. After the Aztec Empire was conquered by the Spanish, the lake was drained and the Spanish built Mexico City on the ruins of Aztec City. At its apex, Tenochtitlan had a population of more than 200,000 people, with some estimates as high as 350,000. The temple complex in the middle of the island was the religious and political heart of the city-state. Most human sacrifices were performed at the top of the Templo Mayor. Tributes, usually captured enemy warriors, were laid on stone slabs. Priests used obsidian blades to slice through the diaphragm and split open the chest. After taking out the tribute's still-beating heart, priests decapitated the body, reduced it to a skull, and carved holes into the side to mount the skulls to wooden posts. The posts were mounted on racks called tzompantli, which held thousands of skulls. These were flanked by two towers built from skulls and mortar to form the Huey Tzompantli, which stood in front of the Templo Mayor. Since 2015, more than 600 skulls have been unearthed at the site, according to Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History. Mexican authorities describe the tower as one of the country's most important archaeological discoveries in recent years. Anthropologists had previously expected to uncover the remains of male warriors at one of the Aztec Empire's holiest sites, but some were the skulls of women and children. This raises questions about human sacrifice in the Aztec Empire and who these women and children were. Archaeologist Raul Barrera, speaking to Reuters, said, "Although we can't say how many of these individuals were warriors, perhaps some were captives destined for sacrificial ceremonies. We do know that they were all made sacred, turned into gifts for the gods or even personifications of deities themselves."
Laser detection technology may crack the mystery behind this ancient Mayan road in the jungle. Archaeologists have used laser scanning to chart an ancient 100-kilometer-long Mayan highway built 13 centuries ago. They say Coba, a powerful city-state, may have built the road to invade its neighbor, Yaxuna. The study was published in the Journal of Archaeological Science. The University of Miami said in a news release that the study used light detection and ranging technology lasers to penetrate thick jungle vegetation and reveal the ruins beneath. The Lidar survey mapped out the road and uncovered 8,000 structures on its path. The structures are of varying sizes, and their combined volume could fill 2,900 Olympic swimming pools. University professor Tracy Ardren is cited as saying the road did not run straight as supposed. Instead, Coba's warrior Queen Cahuilla may have built the winding road to control settlements across the Yucatan Peninsula and to attack Yaxuna. Arden, who is a co-author, says the Mayan roads were an engineering marvel. Giant limestone boulders were utilized to fill uneven ground. Then, white plaster was applied to make the road surface. This substance is similar to Roman concrete and gave the road its name, Sacbe, which comes from the Mayan word white way.
Ever wonder what a Mayan megalopolis may have looked like? Well, aren't you in for a treat? National Geographic reports that researchers have uncovered an ancient 800-square-mile Mayan megacity in northern Guatemala. Archaeologists used light detection and ranging technology, more commonly called Lidar, to uncover the area. According to the National Ocean Service, Lidar is a remote sensing method that uses a combination of light, aircraft, and pulse lasers to measure and visualize 3D structures. This lets them remove the surrounding environment to show the scale of the interconnected area. Researchers found some 60,000 structures and said the area was home to millions of people.
Archaeologists in Egypt have found the ruins of an ancient temple in the underwater city of Heraklion. According to ancient origins, the sunken remains of Heraklion were first discovered in Egypt's Abu Qir Bay in the year 2000. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities reports that during a recent 2-month expedition, marine archaeologists uncovered part of a completely destroyed temple in the southern canal. The ruins were part of the city's main temple, Amun Garp. Researchers also found the remains of a smaller Greek temple as well as ancient columns. Bronze and gold coins believed to be from the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th century were also uncovered, along with ancient pottery and jewelry. Lead researcher of the expedition, Frank Gaudio, explains on his website that the marine research work during the expedition was carried out using devices such as remote operating vehicles and side-scan sonars. According to ancient origins, Heraklion was submerged nearly 1,200 years ago and is believed to have sunk due to a gradual rise of sea levels and soil liquefaction. Archaeological research in Thonis Heraklion is currently ongoing, as Gaudio estimates only 5% of the lost city has been discovered to date. For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.